Hi, this is Joshua Jones and Princess the cat behind me. He's ignoring me. I'm a spoken word poet and also the frontman of Human Head. And my question is for Cassels. First of all, I want to congratulate them on the brand new album. It's fucking amazing. So they got your song, The Leaking Ark. It's obviously about veganism and that. I was wondering, what is your favourite vegan meal to cook? And if you're shit at cooking, then what is your favourite vegan meal ever? See you guys.
Hello.
You right?
We are Cassels. Josh, thanks for the question. He asked us about our favourite vegan meals.
Mm-hmm.
Do you live with vegans?
Yep.
Cooks you anything nice?
Yeah, actually, my housemate Eve cooks a really good.
Just zoom into your face, right?
My housemate Eve does a really good vegan mac and cheese, and she does it with something that tastes like pulled pork, but it's not pulled pork. I don't know what it is.
Probably jackfruit.
Jackfruit, that's it. And she makes it really nice and spicy, which you wouldn't imagine would be very good for mac and cheese, but it works.
Excellent.
What's yours?
There's a really good vegan Chinese place just up the road from me called... I can't remember. It's nice. What was our question for Delaire the Liar? We just wondered who's Delaire and why they're such a fucking liar,
Yeah.
basically.
Is it a he? Is it
an he?
an he, an she, or
Is it a real person?
is it a dog?
Is it an animal? We'll have to find out. It's called Mao Chow, the restaurant. Just been informed by my assistant. Cool, yeah, cheers. Looking forward to playing the thing. Cheers. See you.
Hiya. I'm Finn, one half of Delaire the Liar. Thank you, Cassels, for the question. So it's like in two parts, and it comes from my favourite book series as a kid, which was Series of Unfortunate Events. So Delaire is a shortened version of Baudelaire, which is the protagonist of Baudelaire Orphans, and the only other constant in the books is the antagonist, Count Olaf. So who is the liar? Yeah. Also, I'm really looking forward to maybe one day in my life trying Mao Chow. Sounds good. So my question is for Karina. Hands up, I didn't know a huge amount about the kind of like the older shop music scene before being invited to play the show. And after doing like a little bit of reading, it's super reminiscent of the scene in the community that I grew up in. You know, when I was a kid trying to learn how to kind of write and perform. So I just wanted to know what the most kind of like personally rewarding part forward for Wiz was for you over the kind of the years that it's been going. Yeah, okay, really looking forward to playing the show. See you down there, rockers.
Hey, this is Karina, Full for Wiz Trust, Chair Trustee and Founder. Thanks Finn from Delaire the Liar for the question. Christ. I would say the most rewarding thing is seeing others go on to great things, being inspired, and then in turn inspiring others. We're still self-funded by the love and the generosity of all the Mega City 4 fans out there and everybody who believes in what we're doing and the events we are putting together as a community. Everything that Wiz inspired in all those people all those years ago lives on. So does he. Yeah, so thanks for that. Yeah, so my question is to Void Null. I wanted to know how you come about with your AV performances, how you storyboard them, where you come from. Is it the music that comes first, or the visuals that come first? How do they go together? How do they gel? Are you reacting to environmental space? Everything, I want to know everything.
That is a really good question, Karina.
He's in Bristol, I'm in Aldershot, which is why we are splitting everything between the two of us like this in such a manner.
You get very little time to be in the same space, kind of bouncing ideas off each other. So a lot of what we do it happens in isolation.
We tend to kind of come up with a fairly vague kind of theme. Usually that's sort of orientated around maybe a sort of a scientific theory or something that kind of interests us both.
You know, I'll take some sounds that Ian's made, and that will definitely form like the basis of my journey of thinking about the visuals and making the visuals.
And then basically that's it.
It is definitely a fluid kind of back and forth initially, where we sort of develop content around the thing that we're working towards at that time.
A lot of what we do musically is kind of improvised each time.
I personally feel like I'm texturing the sound, so people are there to listen, and then what they see is a kind of physical texture to the audio that they're hearing.
I love the idea that Karina used the word storyboard. Not much storyboarding going up.
Theft, that's where all our project ideas come from. We just steal them from other people. Done.
Question that we have, we'd like to ask the Pet Lip guys to tell us what the first emotion was that they remember experiencing and what it was that caused it. Very much looking forward to seeing everybody in November, and thanks again for having us on board.
So I can't be with the rest of the Pet Lip boys right now because I'm in Nottingham playing a show instead of at the house cuddling up with them. But to answer the question, the first emotion I remember feeling was anger. A kid, I was about 6 years old, and the kid came over and he started stepping on a bunch of ants I found a little like ant hill, and they were all coming out and they were transporting leaves and all that stuff, and he just came over and started stomping on it. I pushed him over. I felt very angry, hence me pushing him over. Me and him are cool now, but yeah, at the time it was something. It was definitely the first time I remember feeling real strong emotion. So yeah. I guess the question that we have is for the guys in Mopa, and it's just, what are your biggest influences individually, of course, and why? What was it about them that struck a chord with you and made you want to make the stuff that you make?
Hi, I'm Johnny from Mopa. In answer to the question posed by the lovely young man, clearly recording in a toilet somewhere in the Midlands, what are our favourite influences? Well, Adam and Ben aren't here with me because we don't really like each other anymore, but I could stand here and list a load of bands like Melvins, Black Flag, Swans, Fugazi, Tower of Power, Primus, Van Halen, Black Sabbath, Average White Band, etc, 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 but really it all boils down to one: our purple Lord and Saviour, Prince. Just Prince. He's the cornerstone of our entire sound, and without him we would be nothing, and neither would you. So I have to ask a question on to whys, and that would be, what are your favourite onomatopoeias and why? Bye!
What's my favourite? Dom, what's your favourite onomatopoeia? Probably like sizzle, anything that's like cooking a snack.
Bang.
Bang. This is a question for Joshua Jones from Human Head. What's your favourite song to play live of yours and why?
I haven't actually played any of the Human Head songs live yet. Still trying to figure out like a live band, and also just how to play the songs live, because when me and Tom made them, we didn't really consider how they'd work live. I've performed them as poems, which has actually helped write them, to see how the rhythm and the melody works without music. I guess there's two of them that I like performing as poems, which are Look Shocked and No One Lives Here Yet. I think just because those two have existed the longest out of the material that became Human Head songs. Spent the most time with them, and I think they get quite a positive reaction from audiences as well, hopefully. But yeah, those are my favourite ones.